It is Tuesday, August 27th. 3 days post-show, right? Sunday, Monday. 3 days post-show. Clearly I can't math, but first time picking up the camera today. I do want to document as much of my post-show period, reverse period, as I can. And here we are. So day one of documenting this reverse. I am keeping everything the same because my calories have already been high since I started my reverse right before NPC USA's. So I've essentially been reversing for over 5 weeks now. Is that right? Yeah, I think like 6 weeks now. So calories are high, you know, we're at 2020, 2050 calories. Those will continue to go up as I continue to maintain body weight / gain a little bit slowly but surely. We want the rate of gain to be very controlled, very slow. That way my body has time to adapt. My metabolism has time to adapt. Really the goal post-show is, yes, to get to healthier levels of body fat, but you don't want to do it rapidly because that's actually worse for you. Just like losing body weight very rapidly is not good for you. Gaining very rapidly is also not good for you, and some would argue it's even worse. It causes a ton of inflammation in the body. Been there, done that. Not repeating those mistakes again. This is my third post-show / reverse period, and I cannot say that my first two went well. So this time around, I am determined to freaking nail it. And really the difference is the fact that my calories ended super high. For context, my calories ended at like 900 after my 2021 season where I was extremely depleted. For various reasons. For one, I was not fully recovered and I started prep before I even got my metabolism back up to where it should have been. But I digress. Now I am at more than double the calories 3 days after the show. Mind-blowing. This is what I wanted for my post-show. This is what I had envisioned. This is why I didn't rush my prep. This literally is exactly why. And I cannot stress enough how beneficial it is to take your time, not only while you're prepping and prep slower, but also to not rush into prep before your metabolism and your hormones are ready for it. So I'm speaking from experience, and I'm also speaking from clients' experiences. So anyways, right now, going to clean the kitchen so that Jason can go ahead and prep dinner. He is making some tenderloin. So excited. Oh my God. The beef that we have from the ranch like 10 minutes away from here is to die for. So he's gonna do the tenderloin in the Traeger. We're gonna do rice for the carb and lots and lots of vegetables. Very excited for dinner. And then of course I'm doing my Ninja Creamy as always. So I'll show you what that looks like. All right, Grill Master, what do you have here for us?
We have some filet, some tenderloin.
Okay.
And sirloin tip. Done sous vide and then smoked.
Let's go. Okay. Does it have to rest a little bit longer?
That's good.
Okay, I want you to cut into it for the vlog.
All right. Let's do it. Let's see what this looks like.
Wait, is sirloin and what is that?
This is the sirloin tip.
Oh my God. Clearly we're cutting off the fat, but I other than that, like, look at how lean that is.
Nah, I gotta eat that fat.
Ew. No, thank you.
Just kidding. Go see some
And we're
chocolate.
doing some jasmine rice and some zook in the air fryer. 4.5 ounces of tenderloin / filet, 1 zucchini air fried, and 140 grams of jasmine rice. It is Wednesday, August 28th, and I'm about to get ready for the gym, or I am ready for the gym. This week I am taking full rest, so no training. It is much needed. This is actually how I was able to get my period back in 2021. It took a long time because I did not take a full week off like I'm doing now from the gym. And in hindsight, I didn't realize like how much fatigue I had accumulated just from training alone and pushing. Like, we're not even talking calorie deficit, because at that point, when I finally got my period back in 21, it had been 5 months post-show, I believe. Yeah, I got off the stage like July 31st, didn't get my period until like the day after Christmas or something like that, which is pretty crazy. But as soon as I completely rested from the gym, I got my period back. That was at the end of December, like clockwork. So my approach this time is obviously learning from the past and taking off this entire week from training and from doing anything that is stressful for my body and that is accumulating fatigue. So I am doing sauna every day. I'm just walking, primarily outdoor walks. Doing a little bit of treadmill walking too, because I'm just so used to moving. Like, for me, going from moving a ton every day and training to complete rest, like, I think I will go insane to go from such a, to have such a contrast. And so I'm trying that, where I'm just doing restorative movement, which is, walking outside primarily in nature, getting sunshine, and then sauna and massages, red light, so all the recovery stuff. And then I'm gonna do some like really easy yoga that's more like mobility and mindfulness based. So that's the plan this week. And yeah, so far so good. I mean, it's obviously difficult not to want to go or not to train and go ham in the gym, go ham with the weights, because I'm so fired up to just improve. But like, come on now, I know I'll be fine if I don't hit the weights for a week. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna lose muscle, not gonna regress, not gonna gain weight just because I'm not training. And I say this because a lot of competitors and a lot of just people in general, like, they're so terrified to take a week off from the gym. Like, I promise you're gonna be okay. You're actually gonna be even better off, because if you're coming off a contest prep, this is what your body needs. This is how you're going to bounce back faster. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take you through, I was gonna do like a full day of eating today, but then I forgot to pick up the camera. So what I had today so far is my normal Kodiak cakes that I have most days, except if it's like a 3 days out, 5 days out scenario where I want to cut back on the wheat products. But today I did 2 Kodiak cakes, and it's literally just water and the mix, and I put them in the muffin tins. I've shared this a million times on my story, and I believe I have it saved under highlights. Yeah, I do, in my story if you want to check out the recipe. But literally all you do is 2 cups of the Kodiak cakes and 2 cups of water. or a little under 2 cups of water so that they're a little bit fluffier. And then when you mix the batter, make sure that you don't overmix and you kind of leave it lumpy actually. That's how you're gonna get them fluffy. And anyway, so I had 2 of those, and then I had my regular coffee with some almond milk, and then I had some yogurt. I had a little bit of, I think I had like half a serving of whole milk Siggy's yogurt, so bomb. And then a couple hours later, I had a few like rice thins with the most awesome ground up almond butter. I think it's almond cashew butter, and a little bit of banana and a little cinnamon. And that was it for today. It is now 8:22 a.m. Gonna hit the gym, to sauna, a little bit of walking on the tread and a lot of stretching and foam rolling, and then come back and do meal 3, which is my normal, you will see, little pizza, egg scramble over pita bread. Then I have a massage, 90 whole minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. At 11 a.m. and then come back, eat my next meal. So really I'm doing the same meal structure as far as like timing goes, and almost the same foods with a little bit of variance here and there. That is how you are gonna make your life easier with the reverse. I have already planned out my meals for the day. It's another way to ensure that you're gonna be successful, is have a structure and a set meal plan, right? Where you can make swaps here and there if you need, but at least you have the structure already logged in my Fitness Pal, so you're not like hyper food focused and thinking about what's my next meal gonna be, because I find that actually makes it harder on yourself, and then you're just spending more time thinking about food versus like if you already have a plan, it's already logged in my Fitness Pal, you already know what you're doing, you just prepare it and eat it and that's it, and you forget about it. So anyway, those are some tips if you're currently going through your own reverse. That is what I recommend. Like, stick to your structure that you had from prep, stick to your same foods, at least primarily to the same foods. Don't introduce a bunch of new stuff. Do not introduce hyper palatable foods, especially in excess, that you haven't had in forever. You know, the highly processed stuff, the high fat, high sugar, the cookies, the donuts, all that stuff is only going to make you want it more. And I'm not craving those things because I don't introduce them, because I don't give my body that. Just remember that your body craves what you give it. All right. And I'm craving really, really nutrient dense foods because that's what I give my body. So I'm craving, I always crave rice. I always crave carbs, right? Like, I love carbs. So that's never going to change. But, you know, rice cakes, and as far as carbs go, cream of rice, those are things I still very much crave. And I still very much crave like chicken and rice, beef and rice, and that's never going to get old for me. But really, I've been craving salmon. I've been craving ground beef. I've been craving elk. And so I have been introducing those things, just lean sources. Like last night, as you saw, we had tenderloin, which is very, very lean. You know, it's filet with rice, and it was freaking unreal. My body's craving a lot of vegetables, a lot of like just berries and things like that. So that's what I am giving my body. Another tip: have food prepped in bulk, just like you would on prep. Do the same in off season. Stick to the same habits. This makes it so easy to just have my meal already ready to go. There is no temptation, none of that, because I already have all of this food prepped in the fridge. Tip 4, making sure your rice comes out nice and moist. Some people just are so weird about that word, moist. I'm sorry if I'm triggering you. But when you are microwaving your rice, if you want it to come out nice and moist, put a wet paper towel over it, and then it comes out nice and delicious and soft. I'm still using these little salt packets because while I am in the early stages of my reverse, I do not want for my sodium intake to fluctuate and thus skew my weigh-ins. It's very important data to ensure that we make adjustments accordingly. So that is why I still use those little salt packets. It's not gonna be forever. I'm not gonna be tracking like to a T for the entire improvement season. But maybe I will be, who knows? I haven't in the past, but it is very helpful to avoid any skewing of the scale. So I will probably switch to like still tracking, but not the little salt packets, like using like a teeny tiny like quarter teaspoon type of situation or something like that, something easier. So anyway, this is meal 3. Meal 3? Technically meal 4. Chicken, rice, and a medium zucchini. And we season our protein, almost everything we eat, with this stuff. It is so good. It's garlic powder, salt, curry powder, turmeric, red pepper, then a bunch of other crap that, to be honest, I'm not happy about. So I will, limit how much I consume because I don't like all these weird filler ingredients in my food. The fewer ingredients, the better. But I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty addicted to it. It is such a good seasoning that goes on everything. It's really good on seafood and chicken. It makes your chicken taste phenomenal. It's so dark, I got the flash went on automatically. It is almost 6 a.m. Meal number 1. Still very much dark out. It's been getting chilly. What's the temp right now, babe? 44 degrees. We got the heater on, but we always do anyway. And a giant blanket today. So meal 1 is my normal coffee with 4 ounces of almond milk, 3 shots of espresso. One of them's decaf today. Don't need that much caffeine lately. We got the Kodiak cakes, 2 this morning, and then some yogurt, whole milk yogurt, 75 grams with some blues. Okay, this is part of meal 2. I ate the first half. I was very hungry. It was post-gym, so first half was one of my pita scramble thingies, and then I had some raspberries, and now I'm having a whole egg with some leftover purple rice from the sushi place we went to last night. And then I still have more food to eat, and I'm gonna do cream of rice. Are you being annoying? Are you being an annoying boy? He's the most vocal cat, I swear to God. All right, we got 155 grams of jasmine rice, 3 ounces of chicken, lots of salt, yum, and then a whole zucchini. And I ate the green beans that I air fried. Totally forgot that I was adding avocado to this meal. So, low fats in the meal, 30 grams of avo. It is recovery time. I am going to red light. I would show you, but I'm gonna be naked, so I'm not gonna show you. But this is the theater room and also technically our recovery room because we have the massage table pretty much set up at all times because we do nightly massages to each other with the Theragun and then like hand massages too sometimes. There's that giant TV, so we'll put on a good show and do that and do some recovery. I'm gonna watch probably Shankarla's review of the Rising Phoenix and a couple other shows that happen. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Clash, and then the Japan show. So that's what I'll do while I red light. The usual nightcap, Ninja Creamy. I did chocolate and these delicious teeniest chocolate chip cookies. These are the macros, 20 grams on top. Best invention of all time. This is Babe's secret fishing hole.